Hey, lovely ladies, it's been a minute. It's Dominique here. Welcome back to the Dom Tourage, my channel. If you've just discovered me, go ahead and hit subscribe. If not, I want to talk about foundations. I want to talk about what looks natural, what lasts a long time, and what I'm really loving right now. Stay So, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I've been crushing on Mented Cosmetics for a long time, and I got mad. I got a serious attitude when their foundation stick went away and when I was no longer able to purchase it, because then that sent me on the hunt looking for something else I can use to give me that nice glowing makeupless look. And I want you to just follow along with what I've tried, and I'm going to share what worked for me and what absolutely did not. That's my husband out there getting ice for his cup. But I wanted to share with you, like I said, I loved Mented. It went on smooth. It didn't look chalky. It didn't make me look crazy. It didn't make me look like I was wearing a mask. I really, really hate that. I'm not really a makeup person, but I have a couple of blemishes that I like to cover up. And, I would like it to go unnoticed so you're not staring at a dot or a zit or, under eye bags, but you're actually listening to what I'm saying. I don't like causing a distraction in that way. So one of the things I tried first, you might remember, like I said, I was using the Mented Cosmetics. I got my cheat sheet here because there's so many different numbers. And if you're my shade, you might like one or all of these. I just don't prefer the liquid foundations, but I'll get to that in a second. So I was using the Mented Cosmetics. T40 was the shade of the foundation stick I was using. So I used that. I loved it. When it got down to the end, I went back to the website and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I had to actually dig out foundation from the bottom of the stick to apply it. And then after that, it was gone. So I had to be realistic. It was either, let my blemishes be the spotlight or go out there and find something else. And I went to Sephora and, all the girlies are talking about the NARS foundation. What is it called? It's called the Light Reflecting Foundation. And I'm telling you, from the moment I put it on, I wasn't sure about it. I thought I looked like an M&M, like super chocolatey. This is the shade. I wish I could show you the foundation stick from Mented, but I don't even have that anymore. When it got down to the end, it was like, what's the point of keeping the tube? So this is Macau, and that is the shade that I thought was a perfect match for me, because the girl who recommended the Mented Cosmetics on YouTube, she's my shade. I followed her. It fit perfect. So when she said this was a perfect fit for her, I said, well, let me try it too, because we're almost identical shades. And I tried it and I didn't like it. As you can see, when you're looking at it, it looks like a little more chocolatey than I am. And I did not like that. I look like a melting M&M because, I don't do the pressed powder and all that stuff on top. And, I had the shine. So just add chocolate and a shine and you can imagine what I was looking like. Just go back to some of my older videos if you don't believe me. But, so I didn't even think to return it, or I might have mentioned it and never got around to it. So I think the time period for me to return this has expired. So I have like almost a full bottle. I might have used it 3 times max, and that's it. It was just a waste of money for me. I think it was about $38 or $48, and that's not peanuts. So I was really skeptical when they were talking about the About Face foundation. You've seen me. Go back to the other videos under the playlist of beauty and makeup. And I tried it. And I mean, I should have known, because look at this. I'm looking and the actual label for the product that was printed on rubbed off. But I used it. It looks like it could be a match for me, but when I put it on, there was like a chalky undertone to my skin that I did not like. So I used it a couple of times and I said, okay, let's get serious. I love a stick. I have to go find something that's better than this. And one of the things that excited me, but then annoyed me after the fact. Let me see if I can do it. This is the super big applicator that it has. So I was like, okay, big applicator means I just have to put it in less spots because it's so big and then just blend it in, right? But one of the things I found out is never get dressed before you are putting this foundation on, because when you pull it out of the container, this big thing pops and then you end up with little splatters of foundation all over your clothes. So that was a no for me. This was the MD1 Neutral was this shade, and to me it's almost a match, but it looks like maybe it one shade lighter than I need it to be. So for me, that was a no, because I was looking for something that fits. You know, I want to look like, you know, that I might have a little bit on under my eyes, but I don't want my whole face to look like I have on this huge mask. And after a while, that's what I kind of felt like with that product. So then I saw this. If you watch my unboxing, you know this just came in the mail and I'm excited about it. Ilia Beauty Foundation Stick. So I'm back to the stick. You know I'm excited because it's a stick. The color, this is the color. That's 29N, right? And it's called the Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. So when I took it out of the package, I love that it was in a box. I love that it came in a box. And then when I got it, this is what I got. And you can see the indentation here for the finger for you to hold it, pull it out, and apply it. So I have this on right now, okay? And I really like it. It goes on creamy. It's not heavy. My skin feels like it still breathes when I use it. And I'm just a fan of that all around. I'm just a super fan of wearing products that look good and give me the results I want. I don't want to have to settle. I remember back in the day, my mom used to wear makeup, not a lot, but minimal. And back then, they did not have shades that matched our complexion. So we had to get what was close. And oftentimes, you could tell at a glance, she's wearing makeup. She has makeup on. And you don't always want to feel like that. Like, if I do this and I'm going to the supermarket, I wanted to make it look like I rolled out of bed and I'm cool, I'm chilly, I might have put some eyeliner on and that's it. I don't want it to be obvious. And to me, back in the day, it was really obvious, really obvious. So I love this product. Like I said before, I'm getting ready to order another one as a backup. Well, I'm probably about to order two. One as a backup to this because I don't want to run into the same issue I had with Mented Cosmetics where they totally ran out of product and then had to do a Kickstarter campaign to reboot their brand. And I'm stuck out here and with my butt in the wind, just trying to figure out what matches and what looks good on me. So I'm glad I found this. Gonna grab some I got this on Amazon and I think it was $48. And because I don't have to put on a lot, I do like 1, 2 on each side, around my mouth, under my eye, over my eye, and a little bit on my nose. And then I blend it through my forehead. So I don't use a lot of it. So I think buying 2 will last me a long time, but I'm probably gonna get 3 because I'm also building my little kit for my vow renewal ceremony. But I love, love, love this product. And I also love that You know, it tells you at the bottom what the shade is, but the shade is also the color of the bottom. So if you pick it up and it's a darker shade, you can kind of color match and see if it matches your skin tone. And I love that. Without even having to open it, you can do that. So this was recommended not by the same girly who recommended the NARS and the About Face. It was someone totally different. And as I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, is she my complexion? Is she using a shade that would look good on me? And when it went on so flawlessly on her skin, I said, yep, I have to run and get it. And I'm so glad I did. You know, there's so much vying for our attention out there when it comes to products. Look at me, buy me, this is viral, this is hot, you know, don't miss it, you know, but what's real, you know, and that's why I wanted to do this video, because if you're struggling to find something to kind of give you that, you know, makeup look, this is the best product out there. Or even if you're the type of girl and you're saying, well, I'm not really into makeup like that, this is the stick for you, because it maximizes your beauty with minimal effort. And I love it. I totally love it. So I'm sold. I'm sold. So those are the 4 foundations I've used, and I'm praying that this brand does not fail so I can stick to it. I do want to try some of their other products to see if they have something that's a standalone that might be a concealer, even though I don't need it, because 1 or 2 swipes under my eye and blending it in usually works for me. So, but I still, when I find a good product, I want to look through their arsenal and see what else they have. So that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to hop on and share that. I hope you're having a great day. Come back and see me. I've got more to share.